Video games I play for fun, but then they leave no traces. I reminisce and upload here. Add more to list on an irregular basis.
They told me I was too young. They told me I needed more training. I told them to drop dead. How ironic. I don't know how I survived that fall. Something strange must have happened. My pulse is beating like a drum, but my blood is running cold. I'm not sure what's going on, but I came here with a question. And I'm gonna find the answer if it kills me.
Hey folks, my name is Alfred. This is a few minutes with Crypt of the Necrodancer, which was on sale, so I picked it up on a whim. It's like 11 bucks Canadian. Just so I can show my friends what this game's about and maybe explain its appeal. In its simplest form, it's a top-down roguelike dungeon crawler. And when I say roguelike, I mean content is procedurally generated, so these dungeon rooms are, I mean, they're never the same twice, right? They're determined algorithmically. And, you know, there's loot, there are weapons, spells, there's armor, you know, shovels, so you can do some digging through blocks that aren't rock. And if that were the extent of it, I would say this is a nicely polished dungeon crawler. You know, it's cute, it's fun, and the shopkeepers sing at appropriate times during the soundtrack. Of course, I can't afford anything here yet. Like any roguelike dungeon crawler, or like in the tradition of Rogue, an actual, like the actual Rogue from 1980, whatever. Sorry, I'm having a little difficulty talking because one of the core mechanics of this game is rhythm. So, as hard as it is to narrate your gameplay while you play, it's even harder to narrate while you're trying to keep in rhythm. But that's one of the charming things about this game. So as I was saying, if this game did not have a rhythm aspect to it, it would just be a cute, competently made roguelike dungeon crawler. But the addition of the rhythm element is what really makes the game. And, you know, it was a very good idea to make it a core mechanic. So if you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see a beating heart and the green bars. So in a game like Dance Dance Revolution or Rock Band or something, you have to match the beat. Well, I guess strictly speaking, you don't have to match the beat. You won't die or anything, but all the monsters move on the beat, right? Like that. If you are able to move on the beat, man, this is hard. I'm generally much better at this game. However, if you are able to move on the beat, you will maintain your coin multiplier. So if you look at the very bottom, it says coin multiplier 2. That means gold yields are being, I believe, doubled at this point. And you can see, you know, there was a shopkeeper earlier where I can spend my gold to buy upgrades and things. Every time I fail to move on the beat, the coin multiplier drops down to 2, right? Here we've just got the replay mode. So long as I'm able to move on the beat. You see the disco floor there? That's an indication that I'm maintaining a multiplier. Let's regenerate this. So these cracked walls can be blown up with your limited supply of bombs. And inevitably, they reveal a portal to some kind of secret shopkeeper. I could sell some of my meager possessions, but I'd rather not since I have so few of them. So this mode is only turn-based insofar as monsters only move on the beat. And you can also move on the beat, or choose not to move on the beat. Also, the soundtrack is great. Oh, so that's one thing. There are different characters. So this character, Melody, the title character, is she has no special bonuses or penalties. She just moves. She can only move on the beat. You can see me not moving, and the missed notification pops up when I try and move left or right outside of the timing. One thing is that every monster is predictable, right? It has an easily predictable pattern. Like these green slimes just never move at all. The blue ones only move up and down. Some other monsters, they will take the shortest path to you. Oh, listen to this guy. So when any floor's soundtrack hits the chorus, the shopkeeper will sing, which is awesome. But you can also use his singing to locate him on the map. Because these maps are all procedurally generated, you can actually... Just listen to this guy. You can actually gauge your distance to him from the volume of his singing and the general direction of his storm. So all these monsters move in predictable patterns. These yellow ones move, these yellow slimes move in a square, these blue ones just move up and down. Other ones follow you. Minotaurs charge in a straight line until they hit a wall. These monkeys will hang on to you for however many hearts they have and prevent you from moving for the same number of turns. Right now I'm wearing armor that reduces incoming damage. I've got a wedge of cheese in my pocket. These dragons are particularly tough. The green ones are the easiest dragons, I think. They just try and sit on you. The red ones breathe fire that travels an entire straight line. The blue ones breathe a cone of ice that will freeze you in place, which is particularly dangerous in a rhythm-based movement dungeon crawler. And this is the easiest, this is dungeon 1, or floor 1, basically. You unlock successive ones as you unlock successive ones as you get past checkpoints and beat level bosses. Go. Now it's nice that as you play and unlock floors, you'll unlock additional characters to use. Oh, did I call her Melody earlier? Cadence. Cadence is the default character. Right? Because I've unlocked floor 2, or dungeon 2, I've unlocked Dorian and the monk here, who introduce different gameplay mechanics. And you begin the game also with the bard unlocked. You could play, right? You could play as the bard. The bard is not subject to the rhythm restrictions of the other characters. You're doing really badly here. Like a traditional roguelike, turn-based roguelike, the monsters will only move when you move. And you don't have to adhere to the the beats of the music to maintain your multiplier. So if you just feel like playing casual turn-based roguelike, Bard's for you. But I feel like it's dismissing part of the intrinsic charm of the game. One of my favorite features is the ability to include your own music in the soundtrack. So if I go to the options menu for a second here, if I go to custom music, so I've put a couple of tracks into the Crypt of the Necrodancer's custom music folder. Let's here's O Fortuna by Carl Orff, or my favorite, Jonathan Coulton's acoustic rendition of Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back. You can purchase that from his site for $1, by the way, which is well worth it. So now the music for level 1-1 has been changed to Baby Got Back. Now the game will auto-detect the rhythm, yeah, you can, here, let's... LA face with the Oakland booty.
What the? I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung, you wanna pull up tough. You notice that butt was stuck deep in the jeans she's wearing. Saying flat butts are the thing.
Now this song is at a fairly gentle rhythm. So the problem here is, the pace of the game slows down. You can actually tweak that in the custom music selection option. You can actually have it play at double tempo. So relaxing. So I've changed the zone 1-1 music to maybe something recognizable. Yeah. Not bad, right? The most epic dungeon music ever. Which is just to say, it's really nice that the game allows for this sort of thing. But also, in addition to be able to customize your music, you can also customize your character's sprite. There's actually FAQs on the website on how one might go about doing this. It consists largely of editing certain in-game files. It's actually quite easy. And already there's a sort of nascent modding scene with custom characters and things like that. It's quite a cool little game, and it seems to have captured the imagination of the crowd that would play little indie games like this. So all in all, I would say this game is good value for the money. It's also nice to see something new in the roguelike dungeon crawl genre. I would recommend this game for anyone who thinks this might look interesting. It's available on Steam. It's considered early access, so all the usual warnings about purchasing things in early access apply. But I feel it's already in a good state, and development seems to be ongoing. So don't be afraid to jump in if this looks interesting. Now we'll just close listening to the singing shopkeeper. Damn it! Thanks a lot, shopkeeper.